This theme immediately took me back to my childhood when my grandmother sewed me a dress that was black and white gingham background with yellow sunflowers. Now, I'm an ambassador for Ellie Mac Patterns, and the theme is Picnic in the Park. So I immediately thought of this fabric to make a top and wear it with a previous Ellie Mac pattern that I've already sewn. This lining fabric is a rayon spandex, and I always start out by testing my fabric, my needle and thread, and making sure everything works correctly. Now here I should be sewing main front bodice and main back bodice together, but y'all, I shy away from sewing garments with linings for this very reason. I always get confused and something just doesn't go right, especially when I'm sewing with different fabrics. Usually I would use the same fabric for main and lining, but I didn't have enough of that this time, and I just felt like I should challenge myself. So again, I should be sewing main front bodice and main back bodice together, and this goes on for quite some time before I realize that I am not sewing the right pieces together. So if you decide to make this pattern, which is the square neck tie back pattern by Ellie Mac, then please read your instructions carefully and do this right the first time. I chose this pattern because I am pairing this top with a skirt. I am hacking this pattern just for the bodice portion. It is a dress, and I didn't want to make a full dress. Plus, I was pairing it with this skirt, so I felt like I could make this a great crop length top, and it would really fit the occasion. And here I am sewing main bodice pieces and lining pieces together. I realized that I was sewing everything incorrectly, and I did unstitch it off camera and put main and lining pieces together as they should be. And here I'm attaching everything together along the most inner edge that will be the inner neckline. I'm sewing a size medium in this pattern as it most closely aligns with my measurements. This pattern does call for stretchy fabric, at least 50% stretch, and your lining should have similar stretch to your main fabric. Now once you get to your corners, make sure that you raise your presser foot, pivot your fabric, and then go along the other side. Directions tell you to make markings for this, but I've done this for a while, so I did skip making those markings. Now this curve was not easy to sew, but I did manage. And then once I was done with that, I clipped into the corners of the neckline. So now I'm going to add my elastic along the seam allowance of the main bodice. Only the seam allowance. Yeah, make sure you're only sewing on the seam allowance of the bodice. So it's easier for me to place my fabric on the machine with the elastic on top, put the needle down into it, and just hold the elastic, pulling it taut slightly so that when you put this on your body, it snaps on and it's not loose. You don't want it to be loose. and I am sewing with a zigzag stitch. And to keep my elastic on the fabric and from moving everywhere, you'll see that I hold it down as it moves underneath the needle, and I also pull it to my left a little bit just so that it doesn't run off the fabric. Now once you get to the second corner where you have clipped into that corner, you're just gonna cut off that elastic. And your finished product should look something like this. It looks wavy now, but once you put it on, it's not going to be wavy at all. Okay, now we are top stitching the seam allowance of the lining. We're pulling it away from the main fabric and we're pulling it all towards the lining. This will help keep our lining inside of our garment and help to prevent it from rolling forward. And if you get these little puckers in your garment, don't sew over those, because if you will have those puckers in your finished garment. You know, just kind of raise your presser foot a bit, stretch that out, get the wrinkles out from where you are sewing, and then proceed to sew. So once all of that is sewn, it is time to turn the garment inside out, and I started with the ties from the back first, and then I reached through with my bodkin to kind of grab the rest of the fabric from the other side, because you do have to pull this all the way through that shoulder seam. Okay, so somehow in the making of this top, I lost the footage. Where I left off was putting the side seams together. So it tells you how to put it together, and you actually stop at a part where you're going to attach the skirt. But since I was not attaching the skirt, this is a hack, I did not attach the skirt. I went ahead and I sewed I basted main bodice to the lining on both sides, and then I sewed those two side seams together. And then just to close it up and finish it off, I folded the hem at about maybe 1/4 of an inch, and I just sewed a straight stitch across. And I really love how this turned out, and you can see the reveal video and how I put this outfit together.